Our goes the family, welcome back to Larry's Anything Goes. Hope you guys having a great and exceptional night. Late, but we're gonna get it going. Today's word of the day is sidereal. Stands for far out. Man, I mean really far out, as in related to distant stars of the universe. Main reason why I chose this word today is because people a lot of times they take a lot of chances and when it comes to things that they can't see that's far out. They make a speculation, as a lot of scientists like to do, based off of data that is presented in front of them, based off of hope and belief, based off of things that in a long in-depth conversations that people end up having. But the thing is, if you're always willing to work towards reaching for the stars, no pun intended, then you could put yourself in a great position to where you could become the next great big thing in this life. I mean, like I said, like I always say, it's like, who would ever thought there was a time when you used to have to call a cab company or just throw your hand out there to say, yell taxi. Now everything is done for the most part via Lyft and Uber, where you go into your app, you select where you're trying to go, and you go from there. And 30 years ago, a lot of people would have been like, you're out of your mind. This is never going to happen. Just like when the people at Netflix got laughed out of the office with Blockbuster. You see what Blockbuster is now. You see what Netflix is now. Who's on top? Who's non-existent? I'll leave it at that. Nobody goes to video stores anymore. Video stores and music stores don't exist anymore. And with AI, a lot of stores don't exist anymore, because who would ever imagine that the movies made back in the 70s and 80s and 90s about robots taking over the world is actually come to fruition. So you just never know. All right. Today's quote of the day is by one of my favorite artists, Tech9, who I've been listening to since high school, but definitely started listening to way more as I got older. He says, and I quote, I just had it. What he says, I'm only at home for like a month when I'm doing an album at the most. And that's because he's on the road. Majority of the money that Tech9 makes is on the road, when he's on the road touring and whatnot and doing other things. Moral of the story is, and the pandemic taught us this, that no matter how much money you think you can make online, there's always much more money to be made when you actually get outside the house and go someplace. So be able to get out of your comfort zone and do as best you can. On that note, do the great TV things like share and subscribe. Have a great day. Make money moves or you're going to live world like a fool, as I say in Spanish. Bienvenido a la vida. Take care. Which means welcome to the life.